Donald Trump appeared at a rally in Arizona on Friday evening where he basically played his greatest hits, oh, woe is me, everything is terrible, my life sucks. And it didn't go over very well with the crowd. But at one point, a very low-energy Donald Trump started whining about his post-presidential life, saying that no former president has had it tougher than he has. So take a look at, again, this very low-energy Trump just pissing and moaning about how much his life sucks. Here it is.
Who has been through anything like what I've been through? Seriously? Who? Certainly no politician and definitely no president. A president leaves office and it's supposed to be a wonderful life. And all this while I was doing so much as president, including the most secure border in American history.
The crowd, by the way, after Donald Trump made this outrageous statement, was completely silent. There were not wild cheers. There was not a resounding chorus of, "Aw." Nobody cared. They didn't care about him whining about how difficult his billionaire life is that he spends split between two different golf resorts that he owns. They didn't buy into it. And honestly, they shouldn't buy into it. I'm pretty sure the presidents who had their brains blown out would argue, if they could, that their lives were a little bit tougher than Donald Trump's. And here, let's think about this for a second, right? Before we get into the fact that Donald Trump clearly was too tired to be up on stage. You have former presidents that have completely just disappeared from public life by their own choosing. George H.W. Bush did it. Ronald Reagan did it. Richard Nixon obviously did it. George W. Bush did it. He paints his paintings, occasionally pops back up, and then disappears for 8 months again. For the most part, Barack Obama has disappeared. Bill Clinton has stayed active in the public eye. In fact, during the Bush administration, he was actually sent overseas to help negotiate the release of hostages. And then, of course, you've got the other people like Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter has devoted his life to public service. I don't care what you think about him as a president. No former president has done more with their post-presidential life, has done more good with their post-presidential life than Jimmy Carter. Trump, on the other hand, wants to maintain control of the Republican Party. He wants to be in that public spotlight, and with the public spotlight, of course, comes scrutiny. And all the investigations from all the crap he pulled right before he left office, and some of the crap he pulled before he even went into office, so that's by his own doing. But if you want some public goodwill, you want your life to get better, how about you take a page out of Jimmy Carter's book and go start building homes for homeless people, right? Go volunteer with Habitat for Humanity and put your last decades on this planet to good use like Jimmy Carter has. And then maybe you won't think that your life sucks so much. Maybe people will like you a little bit more. But again, all of that is irrelevant. Donald Trump, of course, has not had it harder than anybody else. But the energy out of that clip is what really captured my attention. The fact that he's just, no, but it's all so tough, and oh my gosh, and like he didn't even want to be there. The people behind him in the clip didn't want to be there. And if you think this is a one-off, then you obviously weren't looking at Donald Trump at the Turning Point Action Conference in Tampa this past weekend, where he gave a speech the following night. Same thing. No energy. Lethargic. Didn't want to be there. Is Donald Trump ill? Is he getting tired of this? Is he just getting too old to where he can't do it the way he used to do it? Any one of those things, honestly, is a possibility because these two performances back to back were unlike him. So unlike him that, of course, we're starting to see headlines, other people picking this up. What's wrong with Trump's energy? Is this the beginning of his downfall? Does he not have it in him anymore? Remains to be seen. But as long as he continues to go out there with his low energy and whine about how difficult his life is, we're going to continue to see those crowds that show up to see him speak get smaller and smaller.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.